Hey everybody, this is JMPL GT4. It's 7 a.m. 9/11/2010. Uh, Today we got the Texas A&M Aggies playing Louisiana Tech. First off, before I start this video, I just want to, throw a shout out to all those, uh, people who lost their lives 9 years ago in the 9/11 attacks, and just, remember their families today and remember this game. This day today is a game about football. It's a game about perseverance, not only for the Aggies but for the American people. And just wanted to remind everybody. I'm sure everybody knows, but just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. All right. Anyways, let's get on to some football. Today, the Texas A&M Aggies play Louisiana Tech. Last week, we saw A&M in the first quarter, first half, play seemingly mediocre football on the offensive side. There were a couple of times where we got down inside, the red zone and couldn't make it happen against Stephen F. Austin, which was pretty embarrassing to say the least. But after a while, I think the guys that kind of calmed down and started to mesh a little bit, and ended up being a pretty damn good game for the Aggies last week. They ended up pulling it out 48-7. So I don't expect today to be much different. Last week, Stephen F. Austin didn't really affect A&M on their running game. It was the few times that they did put up chunks of yards was whenever they threw little short routes that are really in essence just tough to defend majority of the time. But nonetheless, I don't think that is going to be the issue today. Louisiana Tech, I don't think they are as equipped with their receiving core. Their two or three quarterbacks that they have, they still don't know who the coaching staff for Louisiana Tech still doesn't know who they want to lead this offense, for the year. So there's still a big question mark there for Louisiana Tech. I think if anything, there is one guy is a transfer, I believe, from Tennessee, but last name of Creer, I want to say. He's a pretty decent little back. I mean, he can definitely hurt you in the open field. He can definitely cause some damage with the running game. That up to this point has been only one game in. That's been something that A&M hasn't been tested on. A&M's defense, I think some people can argue with me, and some people can say, oh, well, you just played Stephen F. Austin, but we played the same caliber teams this time last year, and I think that I can honestly say that there is some improvement. I saw tackling when watching the game replay on AggieAthletics.com. I saw some better tackling than I've seen last year. I saw guys swarming to the ball, which was kind of refreshing, and I hope this year maybe brings a better defensive game for the Aggies. If we do, I think we definitely have the opportunity to make some waves in the Big 12. But anyways, like I said, we haven't really been tested yet on with the run game against our defense. So I think today would probably be, I'm not going to say it's going to be a good testament to what we're going to have to face throughout the year, but it's definitely going to be maybe a slight indicator of how we can perform against a run on defense. So that's enough talking about Louisiana Tech. Let's move on to the A&M Aggies now. like I said earlier, their offense struggled early in the game to convert uh, in the red zone, which was disappointing. After a while, though, they turned it up. They started actually playing some ball. Um, got a guy. I think it was Dustin Harris. He actually had a pretty good read, and he actually had a pick six on defense. Our special teams has got to improve. Every kick that I saw last week, either on kickoff or especially the first field goal of the game, Randy Bullock sucked. I am just completely frustrated about our kicking game. Are you telling me that on a campus of probably 40,000 students or so, that you can't find one guy that can kick the ball worth a damn? That's ridiculous to me. I hope, this next year we got a kicker coming in, I believe this next year, by the name of Taylor. I'm probably going to slaughter his last name, but it looks like it's Bertolet, but it may be Bertolet, I don't know. Um, he's the #1 ranked kicker in the nation at the moment. Hopefully, this guy can come in and fucking kick some damn field goals and kickoff returns. This is just absolutely ridiculous how horrible our kicking game is. Um, on offense, though, Christian Michael, phenomenal. He had over 100 yards of offense, uh, rushing yards. Cyrus Gray wasn't too far behind. Ryan Swope, man, I cannot talk enough about that guy right now. And the short little bubble pass and screen passes they kept throwing last week. Oh my gosh, that guy, he was not only catching everything that came in his vicinity, but he was also breaking tackles and making plays. I knew that he was a playmaker, and he's going to be a playmaker for his duration uh, at Texas A&M. But just to see how he's improved from last year to this year is exciting. I think later on down the line, once we start implementing more of our offense, once we start playing some actual teams such as Oklahoma State and Arkansas coming week 4 and 5, I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be exciting to see what he can do. Of course, Jeff Fuller, he caught 2 touchdown passes last week. Gerard Johnson, it was in my opinion a positive thing that he didn't have to scramble all that much. I'm not going to say he didn't have to scramble. He didn't have to run for yardage as much. That was a good thing, in my opinion. I don't even know, but he probably didn't even have 50 yards of rushing last week. I can't remember exactly what his totals were, but that was definitely a good thing. That means that either one thing, Stephen F. Austin's defensive line just really sucks, or our offensive line is actually doing a pretty decent job. I think we'll figure it out here in another 2-3 weeks, which is the case. I expect A&M to win today. I'm going to be at the game, supporting my Aggies. Plan on heading up there here in about 3 hours. I'm going to start heading that way, meet up some guys from Aggie L and Gig'em 247. Those message boards. I'm going to meet up with a couple of those guys probably and see how everything's going. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting day. It's been a year since I've been to a game. I went to one game last year, so I'm excited to be heading back to CS to watch the Aggies play, and especially on a day such as today. Can't wait for everything from march in to flyover, all that good stuff that all of us Aggies hold dear to our hearts. My prediction right now for the game, I think we're going to be alright on the defense. We just need to plug some holes, and I think our outside linebackers need to definitely cover that side of the ball. and if we can, I think we're going to virtually shut down their running game. And like I said, I'm not really expecting much from them on the pass. Right now, my prediction: A&M is going to win the game today with a score of 56-17. I might need to reduce. They will score no more than 17. Last week I was a little bit high. I thought Stephen F. Austin's pass offense would have been a little bit more damaging than it actually was. They only scored one touchdown. So maybe Louisiana Tech, I don't think they're as equipped as Stephen F. Austin on offense. Maybe 17 is overreaching a little bit, but I'm going to say at the moment 56-17 is the score of the game for today. Well, guys, that's all I got. If you watch my video, maybe you'll see me around someplace. Stop me and tell me you saw me on YouTube or whatever, and shake my hand, whatever. That's all I got for now. Let's gig them, saw them off, bleed, mirror forever, and let's beat the hell out of Louisiana Tech.